Okay guys, welcome to Happy Homebrew, Happy Stenson again. Here we are. Got my logo sorted. So I'm just doing a quick review. This is the Black Velvet Stout from Wilko's, which I've done the second one of those. And what I've done different, I haven't put the malt, the chocolate malt in this time. I've reduced the capacity down to about probably 4.5 gallon. So I've lost half a gallon of water, which I haven't put in, and I've replaced I've used a kilo of invert sugar, but I've also put in a tin of black treacle. So you have to make sure that's all diluted. So this is the first test really, and I've cleared it this time with gelatine rather than fines. And I've got to be honest, the gelatine, it has absolutely come out crystal clear. It's superb. And gelatine, the little sachets that you buy in gelatine, they're only about £1.50, and I think you get 3 or 4, so that they're quite a bit cheaper. So that's what I shall be doing in future. But the next one I'll review, will be on the pull. So that's going to be like a straw coloured beer. So let's gas it up, see what this is like. I've got quite high hopes for this. Take a few seconds. A word of warning with the fermentation vessel, the plastic carrier keg, which I showed you how to do in an earlier video. You have to make sure that the plastic containers you use are food grade. The one that I bought, which wasn't a cheap one, it was from a camping shop. It tainted the beer a little bit. There was a bit of a chemically taste from the plastic, so I've washed it out about 10 times now, and I've put in some sodium bicarb, and I've cleared it and cleared it and cleaned it and run out some more water, and the water, that chemical taste seems to have gone. So a word of warning, don't buy a cheap one. In actual fact, if you want to do it, you're best off going to a homebrew shop, and they sell, it's called beer in a box, they actually sell the plastic containers, so you can use them, and they're about a tenner. And I think it would be worth spending the extra bit of money and getting one of those rather than one of these cheapo ones, because the system worked absolutely perfect. It really did, and for chilling the beer, it was brilliant. It really was. So that's a word of warning. So let's have a look at this, guys. That looks absolutely fantastic, as you can see. Look at that. Look at the head on that. Look at that. Aroma, quite neutral. I did put a few hops in it, which you wouldn't normally do in a stout, but I do when it's a homebrew for the keeping quality. And another little tip, what I've done is I've bought it's a tea infuser. It's actually for doing punch and things like that. It's a stainless steel thing. No good cook shop will sell them, and it's on a chain. So what I do is I put the hops in that, and then I suspend that in the fermentation vessel, so I can just take that out, and then I can add some new ones as the fermentation goes, because the idea is to add hops as the fermentation goes, and you'll get gradually more and more of a hoppier taste. If you put them in at the boil at the start, then the hops lose their flavour. So the idea is to keep adding hops throughout the brew, and the more hops you put in, the stronger the hop will be. I just use Fugel's hops, so you can't really taste those. I'll merely do that just to give it keeping qualities, extra keeping qualities. There used to be a technique they used to do in brewing called dry hopping, where they used to dry hop the barrels, but they don't really do that now. But one of those tea infusers works brilliant, I'll tell you. Right, you did right. Yeah, I think that's better. It's definitely better. It's slightly sweet, which I like. Almost like a milk stout, although I haven't put any lactose in it. I would put that almost somewhere between a Guinness, normal Guinness, and the foreign extra stout, or Tiger Stout. I don't know whether you know that one, which is a West Indian stout. I think it's called Dragon Stout, actually, which is strong. It's not the same strength as that. It's only about 4.5. But definitely, that's what I'm going to do next time. I'm going to stick at that. So all I've done is invert sugar, treacle, and the basic Wilko black velvet, dark velvet stout kit, which was 12 quid. So it's £12 plus a bag of invert sugar, which, as I say, I'll make my own. So that was less than a quid. And the half a tin of treacle I'd already got knocking about, but they ain't expensive. That's about a quid. So it's cost under 15 quid. And I've got a good 36 pints out of that. Well, you can't buy beer for that, I'll tell you now. So that's a definite. I would definitely recommend that one. So cheers. Hope you enjoyed that one. Happy drinking.